Hey guys, it's Bike Guy Alex here, and today we're going to run through all of the too many bikes that I have on my porch. Alright guys, first bike that we're looking at today is this Apollo Alpine mountain bike. This bike I didn't do too much work on other than just working on the aesthetics for it, giving it a more comfortable riding position with the sweep back bars and nice upward facing stem there. Everything else on this bike is mostly aesthetics. But yeah, this thing runs great, is a super awesome commuter for my partner. Um, and that was kind of the purpose of this build. So nothing crazy on this bike, but a really cool bike in general. I love the pink and black colorway, and so does she. Overall, this is a super fun bike. Really great colorways, and yeah, runs fantastic. The next bike we're looking at here is this Raleigh Dash Plus. This bike was a bike build that I made from purely bike bin parts at my favorite place, Village Cycles here in the Gold Coast. So this bike is pretty much made up of everything that people wanted to throw away and not use anymore. And it is one of my favorite bikes that I own. Couple of cool things to note about this bike is the sweep back bars for a nice comfortable riding position, but contrary to that, we have a huge front chainring with a 52 tooth front chainring, so it's a really aggressive gear setup and a really comfortable cruiser like feel. So two different sides of a bike right there, but overall this really has become one of my favorite bikes. I love the 28-inch tires on this bike, giving it a nice higher profile. This thing is super fast and a super fun ride. All right, nice honorable mention here. We have the Specialized Hard Rock that I literally just picked up today. So it is nowhere near its final form or rideable condition. It does ride. I did take it for a spin, but there's a lot of work to be done on it, a lot of cleaning up that needs to happen for me to be really stoked about this bike. But in general, this is just a super cool bike, and I'm really excited to work on it. So yeah, nice honorable mention here. And another bike that is on my porch. Sweet. Next bike up, we have this classic Intimidator. This bike was a pain in my ass to build, but it is one of the cooler frames that I've been able to find out here in Australia. Has that triple triangle GT style frame, which I loved. But I had a lot of issues with corroding parts. So I ended up having to upgrade a lot of things or downgrade in certain senses. Put Shimano Tourney rear derailleur on there. So low quality Shimano, but it works really well. And for what this bike was supposed to be built for, that's all I really needed. I didn't need anything insane. Also, new Shimano V brakes on there. Went through a couple different iterations of bars. Tried to do BMX style bars, but it gave it a really weird high profile. So stuck with some flat bars on it. The cables ended up being obviously too long because I had a much higher. So ended up zip tying the rest of the cables right there, just in case, I wanted to go to a wider bar or a different bar. Having some extra cable length would be nice. Threw a front rack on it, and I've used it as kind of that cargo bike for me since I built it. But it has given me some issues and wasn't the most fun build. But overall, love this bike as I love all the bikes on my porch. All right, probably one of my favorite bikes. I don't know if I can say it's my favorite, but this is the longest standing bike that I've had in Australia. This was the first bike that I got, 1980s Repco Olympic. Was a road bike, converted it to a fixed gear. This thing has done so many miles with me, or kilometers, for my European and Australian viewers. I've done so many miles on this bike. This was the OG. It used to ride me to work, all the way from Broad Beach down here to Crumbin, which was about a 20-mile bike ride, every day that I was doing on this thing, and this thing crushed it. Did do true fixie, so we have no brakes on it. It's a little gnarly without foot straps, but I can just foot brake with my foot on the back tire there. Have a super nice Selle Italiana lady seat up here, for super aero, super fast, super lightweight. Really, really awesome bike. This is my bike that I pull out when I want to go fast. And what else can I say about it other than I love it? Yep, it's pink and purple. Favorite colors. It's an amazing bike. Goes so fast. And is a bit sketchy because you don't have brakes on it. So, of course, I love it. Love bikes, hate brakes. All right. Jesus. Now, this is probably the most fucked up bike that I have on the balcony, but it is also the coolest and probably rarest bike that I have. It's this Bianchi, made in Italy, quadruple triangle, crazy frame, but a Bianchi mountain bike, which is super rare. So this is going to be one of my future bike builds on the channel. So this is a nice, cool look at it in its worst state. I did have to ride this home from when I picked it up, and let's just say that was a challenge. But we got it home, and hopefully this bike will turn into the coolest bike out there on the internet. I'm so excited to have this in my possession, to build it up and really give it its true glory that it deserves. So yeah, probably the coolest bike out here on the balcony, but also the one that needs the most work. So this will be a fun one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. That is all of the too many bikes that are on my porch. Couple really cool bike builds coming in the future, so make sure to subscribe, to see those, and a lot of other cool and interesting bike content as well. So yeah, if you want to stick around and see the Bianchi and Specialized bike builds, definitely subscribe. I don't know. Bike guy out.